So what's going on, y'all, boy? This was my first year growing watermelon, and I outdid myself. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm a really to my own horn, cause I grew so many watermelon. Like, and it's crazy how like a tiny little seed can turn into something like that. And honestly, I really could have let this watermelon grow some more, but I ain't gonna lie. I did become a little impatient, and then also the weather in Charleston, it been raining almost like every day, and if you overwater them, they can bust. And I did have little tiny, like smaller watermelons that already had busts, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pluck this thing, and see what he talking about. But I was just so amazed at like what I grew. Like, look how big this thing is. Now, mind you, it could have got bigger, but he bigger than my head, so it was good enough for me. Like, look at this thing. And so of course, brought them home. And after that, I decided to cut up my watermelon and juice them. Because if y'all know anything about me, I love me some juice. And watermelon juice is definitely one of my top five favorite things to juice. Number one, it's easy to, prepare it in a blender. So if you ain't got a juicer or you ain't feel like busting out the juicer, you can just use a simple blender to, make you some watermelon juice. And yes, my glove's too big with dying the point. And before y'all get started, I may not have cut this watermelon right, but I ain't never said I was a pro. I just said I'm gonna cut me up some watermelon and juice them. And look at this thing. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, boy. When I had first cut them open, I've been a little nervous because I'm like, why my watermelon kind of light skin? Like, ain't it supposed to be like a deeper red? But I was like, you know what? I could trust the process. I could trust the process, and we gonna see. We gonna see how he sees and what he's talking about. So taking the seeds out is completely optional. I decided to take my seeds out because I'm gonna save them and plant them for next year. So next, let's jump back into this watermelon and see if he busting or disgusting. But first, we gotta bless everything that we consume. At least I do my best to, because you just wanna give credit to the creator, and also make sure whatever going in our body ain't trying to kill us, because you don't know different pathogens, all those things that you can't see. But anyway, as y'all can see from my facial expression, that watermelon was bussin'. Now, mind you, in my mind, I was expecting it to be watery because it was so light, but that watermelon was so sweet and juicy. It's like, listen, them boy probably really messing with the food at the store, because that watermelon tastes 10 times better. And like, can you imagine, y'all, that small watermelon, mind you, it is a little bit bigger than my head, but that one small watermelon was able to fill up this whole entire bowl from one watermelon. One. So I ain't gonna lie. If y'all looking for something to grow, it getting too kind of late now to plant some watermelon, but for next year, make sure you got watermelon on your list. And if you want to learn more about Gullah Geechee culture, grow some watermelon. Grow them. Learn them. Because as I be telling folks, the best way to learn about Gullah Geechee culture is through them plants. Because our ancestors definitely had watermelon in them gardens. Before, during, and after slavery. Matter of fact, our ancestors are the reason why watermelon even got you to the States. Because African women, shout out to them, boy, they had the knowledge to be like, you know what? I know we can't take nothing with us that them bucker can see, but what we can do is braid some of these seeds into our hair. Because one thing about food, like, food is more than just nourishment to the body. Food can also connect you to your culture and your history that nobody can erase. Now you can eat your watermelon whole, but I love me some watermelon juice, so of course I juiced them. No, I did not screen my watermelon. Yes, it been a few, actually been more than a few, been a couple seeds that got blended up too. But you know what? That just more vitamins and nutrients going inside my body. But also I just ain't feel like screening them. So I ain't feel like screening them, and I want all my fiber. So I just leave them be. But you can definitely screen this, and then you can just have, like straight watermelon juice. Um, or you can leave it be like how I did, and enjoy all the benefits, and you get the fiber. But this watermelon juice was busting. It was busting. It was hydrating. I mean, it was all around good. And if you feeling extra, you can go ahead and put them in some cups and freeze them, and then bim, you got some healthy chili beers. Cause listen, y'all. Leave that Kool-Aid alone. We getting older. And diabetes ripping and running through our community like the plague. So, this is a perfect way to make you some healthy chili bears. But that's all I got for y'all, boy. Until next time, if you enjoy this video, make sure you like, subscribe, share them. Sharing with everybody that you know, mama, daddy, cousin, whoever, just make sure you tap that screen